to make a commitment to do whatever it takes. It's going to take some work to really find the one. Now, this goes against some of our most cherished fantasies. I talk a lot about this in other lectures, and of course our favorite fantasy is that we're just going to do a cute, what they call in Hollywood, a cute meet. Does anybody know what a cute meet is?
Meet cute. Yeah. Cute. Yeah.
Meet cute.
Yeah.
You want to say what it is?
It's like the moment in like a rom-com where the couple meets, there's like some sort of incident, and then they meet, they like bump into each other, like someone trips or something like that, I think.
Jude Law and who was the guy we saw in that last movie, The Holiday?
Cameron Diaz.
And Cameron Diaz just accidentally see each other across from the room and fall in love with a happily ever after. It's cute. Or the kid's cute because they're like walking down the street, or they're in Trader Joe's, or in some, you know, we all have this, we've all been indoctrinated since we were kids with fairy tales, and more now I see it so much more clearly than I ever did in all the movies we watch. To do whatever it takes, not just a commitment that this will be my last single year, unless that works for you. It didn't work for me. I had to be committed also to do whatever it takes. I had to be willing to put in the effort, because basically, for most of us, it's going to be our half-time job after we get home from our full-time job. Dating is a lot of effort. Dating is a lot of work. Very few of us go out and date the first person and it turns into magic. You know, I had someone in here last month and saying that she'd been on 12 dates. I said, well, it might take more than that. It took me over 150. How many did it take you?
Oh, I think I did 120 in a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to be willing, and it may not take you that much, but the willingness, I believe, is what's important. I'm not saying it's going to take you that long. I'm going to say that willingness to do it, I think, is what it's going to take. So I think it's also important to get clear on what it is that you are wanting. I notice that a lot of my clients come in and they're a little hesitating. They hope I find someone. And there's become this sort of social norm that it's sort of not okay to say you want to get married. It's sort of better to be, well, I just want to find someone. I just, some people, a lot of my patients now are exploring polyamory, and nothing wrong with that. But for some of them, it's because they don't have the guts to come out and say, I just want my own person. I also know people who are happily polyamorous, so I'm not trying to knock polyamory if that's your thing. I'm just saying that there's become this social norm, which you may not have inside you, but many people at counsel are afraid to just come out and say, you know what, I'd just like to get married. Especially for women, where there's this subtle thing that we're not supposed to want that anymore. Does anybody feel that or encounter that with your friends? Yeah, okay. And I just want to say that with some soul searching, if you don't want it, it's fine. But I believe, at least for me, it was important to stand up and say, I can remember saying at a cocktail party, just to test myself, because it was like the most geekiest thing I could possibly think to say, but I wanted to be able to put it out there that that's what I'm looking for. I know people who have apologized to me that they're going to get married because they don't think it's quite as cool as living together, whatever. So I think it's really important socially and mostly it's to ourselves. I'm not saying you need to tell anyone else, but within yourself, get really clear that if that's what you're looking for, that's what you're supporting yourself in getting. Because if we're not really clear on that, we're going to attract someone else who's not really clear. Women get this message, don't talk about marriage because men will scare men off. You know what? It won't scare off men who are interested in getting married. And I'm going to date from a position of strength. A lot of people are waiting to see what the other person wants, and then you get two mushy people. Okay? If you're strong in what you want, you'll get someone else who's strong in what they want. And if they are strong in that they don't want the same thing as you, great, not a match. But if you're strong in what you want, then that helps you find someone else who's strong and wanting a similar thing.